resilience, being told no. No. Being told no every time. Every time. You went to sell something which you actually knew was good. Something you've been working on for so long. Something you spent so much time making sure is good. Being told no. It's not just my story. It's the story of every single young entrepreneur in Africa. It's the story of thousands and thousands of young people who were told, go back to the farm. Go back and create value. But where in the world are you going to sell your value when nobody's going to buy it? Where in the world are you going to sell your crop when you produce it, you don't even have the market to actually place it so that the buyers can see it and be able to actually benefit from it? How in the world can you make an impact where there's no road to the consumer? Ladies and gentlemen, in 2010, I had the privilege of being one of the fools, one of the crazy ones, who were crazy enough to believe that we could change our country, that we could actually help young innovators get an access to market. We were crazy enough to think that just by organizing an event and bringing innovators, producers, and buyers together, we would be able to help them create a bridge. I was young. And I realized that I was wrong. It wasn't that easy. For the past 8 years, I spent my every day and night understanding how wrong I was. The problem is even deeper. You see, from one side you have young people and even less younger who keep producing goods and want to have the rest of the world know about it. And even the city, but there's no bridge. But on the other side, you have those who can buy. Those who can actually change their life with a simple order. Who have the funds, who have the revenues, but who do not know that those products, that value actually exists at the step of their door. I remember that lady that day during the International Crossroads for Innovation who told me, my son, I am tired. I can't cope anymore. I've spent every day producing. I have kids. I have to pay for their food, their college. Can you help me? Can you help me meet buyers? A simple question. A simple but so deep question which made me work, which gave me sleepless nights ever since she told me those words. It made me ask myself, how can I help all those people who actually just want an opportunity to have access to the market? Then I started traveling the world. I went across the world. It's been nearly 35 countries now, where I went to try to understand the way trade was done everywhere in the world, because I knew that everywhere in the world, when somehow you have a good product, you can actually be able to market it. How was it done all over the world? I had a chance to learn it in Dubai, in Moscow, and I also went all over Africa, trying to understand the way it was done. If it was an issue which was only a Beninese issue or an African issue, it was tough. I went to the harshest conditions. I want to share this video with you. Please watch with me how harsh this was. No. Well, the video is not with us, so we're going to continue. That was actually the beautiful islands of the Seychelles. It was actually a joke. It was not that hard. I spent amazing days meeting incredible people across Africa who had innovations, who were just looking for a chance to be able to let the world know about their products, who were looking for a chance to have a buyer from their city, from their country, from their continent. We started thinking to ourselves, how can we make that possible? Being an IT graduate myself, I've embarked myself in the big adventure of building a trade platform which would allow every single producer to have an online shop for free. Because I believe that being able to bring your value to people is a right. So we started fighting for the right for e-commerce. It's been 8 years. And we got to a point where we built a platform and we were asking ourselves, okay, now, how do we make people be able to pay? How can they pay? We realized that our countries were blacklisted from most online payment systems in the world. Benin, Nigeria, Togo, you name it. You are here, you know it. And we started thinking, how can we make that possible? And thankfully, I had a chance to meet an incredible man, Mr. Tony Elumelu, that African who believes in Africa investing in Africa. And we together, thanks to his help and his partners, we were able to build a payment system. And today, we were able to put together the first ever trade platform, an African platform, which allows online payment. And now we're going across Africa trying to make sure that every single young entrepreneur in Africa gets an online shop for free. Our vision is that e-commerce becomes a right for every single African, from the farthest village of Benin, to be able to sell to any buyer in the world. I believe that the development of Africa doesn't have to pass through the same roads as it was done everywhere in the world. We don't have to build big hypermarkets. We don't have to build all the big infrastructure. We don't even have time for it. Our life depends on it. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe in the right for e-commerce. Thank you.